9.1.2? Man, I wish I would have heard this soundbar earlier. Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here from Waltz, and today we're taking a look at Samsung's HW-Q910B, which is their 9.1.2 channel surround soundbar. This thing's an absolute beast, and we have a ton to cover, so we're going to break the video into 4 parts: features, audio, my final thoughts, and of course, a sound test. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the cool features about this guy. Now, one of the more important things that people often don't consider, because honestly it's an easy oversight, is the dimensions. So for the soundbar itself, the dimensions are 43.7 inches of width, a height of 2.4 inches, and a depth of 4.7 inches. And as far as the subwoofer goes, it's going to have a width of 8.3 inches, a height of 15.9, so a little bit taller, and a depth of 15.9, so almost a cube, but more like a rectangle. And because this is one of Samsung's higher level soundbars, it actually does come with rear speakers, and so those rear speakers, you could probably want to know the dimensions of those as well. That's going to be 3.4 inches width, 5.8 inches in height, and 3.4 inches in depth. So for whatever space you're in, or if you have like an entertainment center, just make sure that those dimensions will fit whatever you have. And if you're really not that worried about dimensions, because maybe you're planning on mounting this on the wall, which a lot of people do, it does come with a wall mounting kit, which is definitely a big bonus for me. You do have to keep in mind though, when you do mount something like this, you do have to hide those wires, so you probably have to run them through your wall. The easiest way is going to be hooking them up, in an entertainment center, but it's totally up to you. The 910B is packed with a handful of different ways that you can connect the soundbar. On top of what you would expect for having HDMI ARC, it also does have optical, so you could go either route. Personally, I think HDMI ARC is probably the best route for most people, but you might be using something where you want an optical cable. And if you're not hardwiring this, obviously you'd probably be using it for something like music. So Bluetooth and AirPlay, that kind of stuff works really well on this soundbar. And because it is a nicer soundbar, it's going to sound a lot better than some of the lower level ones. Now, if you do plan on using HDMI ARC as a connection or optical, you should definitely consider upgrading your cable as well, because you don't want to be getting any loss in quality when it comes to sound and video. A brand I really recommend is AudioQuest, and we have done a couple videos on them, so I'll leave that right here. But it's definitely something that, not a lot of people consider. Oh, and did I mention that the soundbar does have compatibility with one remote? So if you have a Samsung TV and a Samsung soundbar, you're definitely not going to have to use 2 remotes. It does come with a separate remote though, so if you wanted to adjust, the different levels in bass per se, or, just mess with it, you could definitely use that remote as well. But, obviously you want to minimize remotes unless you're adjusting the EQ, so definitely a plus here. Oh, and if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Now, one thing we definitely can't forget is the fact that this is a Q-level soundbar. So if you pair it with a Q-level TV, you get access to a feature called Q-Symphony. Now, we did do a video on Q-Symphony specifically, so if you haven't already, you should definitely go check that out. But essentially what this feature does is it combines the TV audio with the soundbar audio to create a more amplified sound. And it's only available with Q-level soundbars and Q-level TVs from, I think, the last 3 years or so. You'd have to check the compatibility if you have an older one. But yeah, you need QLED with QLED or else it's not going to work. And since we're on the topic of audio, that leads us into our next part. Now, the 910B has a whopping 15 speakers in it, which is crazy. And that's probably why we're able to get it up to a 9.1.2 channel soundbar, which, if you remember, I said earlier, you're essentially going to have 9 speakers that are producing sound, all around you. And then you have that subwoofer while also getting 2 height speakers. And I think having that range really allows it to, step ahead of all the other soundbars below it, because you just get more room for dialogue and better voice and more of a 3D, more immersive experience that you wouldn't get with just a standard soundbar. So yes, it does come with Dolby Atmos and DTS-X, so that'll help amplify the surround experience even more. Now, are you still debating whether you need a soundbar or not? Did you just spend a lot of money on a TV and you're like, what more should I possibly spend? I already got a nice TV. Well, the answer, unfortunately, is yes. And the reason I say this is because I believe that, sound is at least 50% of the experience. You have to remember that, if you're watching something and it looks amazing, but it sounds like crap, that's underwhelming. But, if you don't believe me, just listen to this clip of high quality video with bad quality audio, and then bad quality video with high quality audio, and you tell me which one is more tolerable.
So this is an example of amazing video quality with terrible audio quality. Let's switch and see what sounds better.
Now our video quality has decreased, but our audio quality has gone through the roof. Major improvements. What do you guys think? So yeah, to me personally, I could live with a little bit less on the picture quality as long as it sounds good. And although this might be kind of backwards when, thinking about it, it's really the truth. And also you have to remember that this is your home entertainment system where you're going to be spending, a significant amount of time. So you definitely don't want to, miss out on any audio, because most of the time when you're watching TV, you're not going to be watching things that you're watching over and over again. So, if you watch it once and that's the only time you ever watched it and you didn't have a soundbar, you'll never know what it truly sounded like. So yeah, anyway, definitely soundbars are very important. And, if you're getting a high quality TV, I think this definitely matches that level of picture quality. Something that I really like about this one specifically, though, is that it does come with rear speakers, which is definitely going to help with the surround. I also just like the design and simplicity, and that Q-Symphony feature is definitely a plus. If you have a Samsung QLED TV, then definitely put this soundbar at the top of your list when shopping, because it will definitely match that level of quality. Now it is time for the sound test, so we can end the video right there. If you guys are looking to pick one of these up, make sure you check all the links down in the description. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If this is a product that you're interested in, make sure to email me at youtube@waltz so I can get you a special YouTube discount. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos like these, and we'll see you in the next one.